Silver Surfer be his little aide, little second-hand man or something, little biatch.
His little biatch. It's like, come here, Silver Surfer.
Galactus is awesome though, man. Fucking eater, destroyer of worlds, man. I mean,
I need you to scratch my belly.
What's not like to like about a villain like that, man? Seriously.
That's
I mean,
true.
Cool.
That's true. That's true.
And people don't really talk about. I mean, his biggest thing I liked him in was in the Infinity Gauntlet, where every Marvel character was out and about, man. Everyone was. And I got the first issue of that too.
Well, you know,
it was a 6-part miniseries, but I got issue 1. I need to find the other ones.
Well, did you watch the Fantastic Four Part 2 movie, second movie of Fantastic Four? Oh my gosh! Just tell him. Well,
I haven't seen any of them.
I can't spoil it now then.
And besides, I mean, plus, you know, in the other good battles was the Age of Apocalypse era. Apocalypse is a good villain too.
Well, I'm just gonna say Galacticus was in the Fantastic 2 movie. Fantastic 2. Fantastic 4 movie.
Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Rise of Silver Surfer.
Yeah. But no, seriously, I mean, Apocalypse will probably be another one too, because he can morph and do this and everything. Basically, he's like a destroyer too.
Yeah.
And he can morph in you know, characters and stuff. So I mean, he's in there too. Plus the Violator from Spawn.
Violator.
He's cool.
What did John Leguizamo? You've been violated, girly man.
You've been violated, girly man.
I think John Leguizamo did a good played a good role in that.
He did.
How did It was interesting how they made him how they did the costume and everything.
I mean, honestly,
you couldn't even tell that he was on his knee, walking around on his knees. It was pretty cool.
And also, truthfully, with villains, Magneto, that's kind of like a gay villain. Ooh, I got magnet powers. Ooh, I can pick up a wrench and throw it at you. Ooh. But he was a good villain though, man. But it takes.
Okay. Have you not read House of M? That was freaking awesome. Magneto.
He just has magnetism and stuff. Man, I like
magnetism is pretty a badass power to have.
I like a character that's kind of like originally thought up and does more shit. Like Joker, Apocalypse, Galacticus, Violator. I mean, that's like saying wow, Cyclops has like laser eyes. That's like Superman right there.
Yeah, but I mean, Cyclops' optic blast is a lot powerful than Superman's.
Have they proved that? I'm curious.
Oh well, I mean, it's comic book. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if Cyclops, just takes off his glasses and does the full optic blast in front of Superman's face, I don't think his little laser eyes will be able to block him.
I will admit one thing to you people. I love Marvel characters, but I think to me, at the end of my little session of heroes and villains, I think the best villain and hero has to go to freaking probably DC, man. I mean, I love Gambit and Raphael, man, but it's just the point. The fact of the matter is that Batman's fully human. He can do all this stuff, man. Overall, and Joker is the best villain to me of all time.
Yeah, DC does have a really nice lineup of villains.
I prefer Marvel, but they just don't have Batman and Joker, man.
I know. I mean,
I love Marvel characters, but I mean, Gambit and Raphael will be over Batman, but overall though, it's just that thing that he's just fully human. He's not a mutant. That's just freaking awesome. That
Marvel has a pretty thick history of characters and stuff, though.
Yeah.
So,
well, actually, both of them do.
Mean, especially heroes. I mean, yeah, I mean, both of them do, but I mean, you just can't. I mean, to me, like when I think of Marvel, I think mutants more of anything because I grew up watching, the X-Men animated series and stuff like that.
I got that on DVD at the house. I didn't get volumes 3 and 5.
Nice. How many volumes do release?
4 or 5, but I got 1 and 2.
Oh, okay. It did end with the Apocalypse, didn't it?
I thought it was a Phoenix Saga.
Did it end with the Phoenix Saga?
I don't know.
I thought it was the Apocalypse they ended it with.
Apocalypse? That came out like in the like in the mid-late 90s. But they did end in that time too, so it could have been. But okay. I got like the entire Age of Apocalypse series, all #1 issues of X-Men, X Factor, just Uncanny X-Men, all that junk. They have like they all got holographic cards embedded on them. I mean, that was a pretty cool series, but I got all that right there at the house.
That's cool. That's cool.
Even got like freaking. It was a weird series, but it was freaking awesome though. Then I got the X-Men 2099 series, volumes 1 plus the gold edition #1 and both the specials. I got everything they ever had out bomb.
Oh, it's got the variants.
Everything.
Got the variants of variants.
I really didn't care for it, but I just wanted to collect it. But it was cool though. I mean, it was a good little series.
Nice. I think that's
Spider-Man 2009 #1, Doom 2099, Rabbids 2099, 2099 Unlimited.
For some reason, the
garlic
salt
salt
made its way out into the thing. It's gonna smell like garlic in here now.
Yummy, baby. Tastes like chicken. Tastes like chicken, baby. Let's see.
You know what? Your villains, my villains, Joker is up there. When you said Apocalypse, Apocalypse is one of my favorites. I always like Apocalypse, and I can't even remember. I had to I forgot to look at my list also, but a reason why Apocalypse, I've always like thought he was just like an awesome, he's like the first original mutant. He's the so, and with Sinestro. I don't remember too much of Apocalypse, but I always remember always liking him the most. And also, I didn't want to. It's a really hard choice, but I'm gonna have to put Bane as my next villain. And the reason why,
because it broke Batman.
He broke Batman's back, man. Did you read that? Man, dude, it was so. And the reason why I say Bane now, also because Bane has been announced for the new Batman movie, for The Dark Knight Rises.
Well, that's cool.
And the guy that's playing him was in this movie called Bronson. His name is Tom Hardy, and this is the guy that's going to be playing Bane.
Yeah, but Bane was like a shitload tall and everything else.
Well, this guy's pretty. He's Tom Hardy. Not only was he in Bronson, but he was in Inception.
Never seen it.
And he was also in Star Trek Nemesis.
Never seen it. I wasn't much of a Trekkie, but I like Star Wars
though. This Bronson movie was very strange.
Eerie, creepy thing, or just strange? Period?
Well, it's based on the guy that he was the UK's most violent prisoner, and he was constantly in prison, and he was kind of insane. I mean, this movie portrayed him to be really insane, but from what I was reading in other articles, they say he wasn't really like this, but I think they kind of like splashed it up and made it a little more, exaggerated a little bit with
Hollywood
it.
For you.
But yeah, he's in it. And according, on the cover, it's like 34 years in prison, 30 in solitary confinement, loving every minute of it. He adored being in prison. That's like, even when he got out, he didn't stay out of prison for long, and he was right back in. He spent a lot of times in a mental ward, and
that's how most prisoners are and stuff, man. They don't know how to deal with the outside world, so they break the law to go back in. 'Cause that's all they know.
Yeah, that's all they know. So they just
sucks,
go back.
Hey, bunch of retards, but what can you do about it?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm gonna use this to. I don't even know what this is. They got garlic everywhere.
Ooh, a Band-Aid.
A Band-Aid. And also with the new Bane was a very during the Nightfall series, he's a very awesome tactician. He planned everything out just step by step, in order to really break Batman. And then whenever he actually got the chance to break Batman, he did it. And it was just like, and it totally just threw Batman's world upside down. You know, he couldn't. You know, he wasn't. You know, at first he wasn't handling it very well mentally. You know, he was like, "It's over." You know, I lost Gotham. You know, and you know, it just crashed his world down. You know, I don't think it was. You know, I don't think he was at the same height of depression he was whenever his parents were killed. But I think he was there almost, and that. I mean, it really. I mean, you know, I'm gonna have to give you the comic books to read because I got them all. The whole Nightfall. You know, the Nightfall. And whenever Azrael, you know, takes up the cowl and becomes Batman and starts fucking up stuff, it's crazy, man. It's a really good read. But only reason why only reason why I started reading it again, is because of the news with the new Dark Knight Rises. You know, they got Bane's gonna be in it. They picked the actress for Selena Kyle, aka Catwoman. I forgot her name. Let me look it up real quick.
Who? Selena Kyle is Catwoman.
No, the actress that's playing Catwoman in the new Dark Knight Rises movie.
Michelle Pfeiffer's daughter.
Well, actually, they didn't say she was playing Catwoman, but they did say, you know, she is playing Selena Kyle. You know, we're not absolutely sure if Catwoman's actually going to make her appearance, or if she's just going to be playing Selena Kyle throughout the movie and maybe make an appearance as Catwoman towards the end. We're not absolutely sure. I haven't heard too much information about it yet. I forgot this chick's name. Anne Hathaway. Yes, Anne Hathaway is playing Selena Kyle. And then they got the actress for Talia al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul's daughter. So we might be seeing something from the legacy. See, at first people were thinking that it was going to be that the Dark Knight Rises was going to be based on the Prey series, but I just started I started thinking, it's like, well, now with all the characters that they started propping up, they might base it on Nightfall and or Legacy. In the Batman the Legacy, the Batman Detective Legacy comics, you know, Bane ends up teaming up with Ra's al Ghul and, you know, Talia al Ghul and stuff like that. Comes back to Gotham and stuff like that to hunt down Batman. So I mean, that could be
I do got a question,
what the movie's
though.
based on. Yeah.
What are the villains in the new Spider-Man movies? Is it Vulture, Mysterio? Who's it?
They didn't say. I think it's supposed to be the Lizard.
Lizard?
Yeah, it's gonna be the villain for the Spider-Man movie.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, actually, my boy's watching that the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoons. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, and before anything, the Captain American trailer for the first Avenger came out during the Super Bowl. Did you? Yeah. Let's take a look at that, because I thought that was pretty awesome. First Avenger, and I was told that they're just gonna be calling it the First Avenger. They're not calling it Captain America because, you know, the whole symbolism of Captain America, they won't sell overseas, so they're just saying the First Avenger.
That's stupid.
It is pretty stupid.
Should be proud to have America on there.
First Avenger.
Assholes. We bailed so many people out. Fuck y'all.
Hey, you know how it is, man. They gotta be. I guess they're trying to be politically correct or something.
To me, man, that's racist.
How's it? Right. That's racist.
It's racist for the Americans.
Whatever happens, stay who you are. Not just a soldier, but a good man.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, so that's Tommy Lee Jones.